Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bolton, where we're here at the English National Pickleball Championships run by Pickleball England. And the match we have on court right now, at the far end, in the purple shirt, is Harrison Savage, and along with him is his partner Edward Hares. And at this end, we've got Gareth Adams and Wesley Jackson. It should be a very competitive match. We're bringing you this in the men's doubles 4.0 19 plus, so that's the highest level we've got this weekend. And scoring, as you can see off to the left in the bright orange shirt, we've got the current over 50-60 national champion David Youngs from Norfolk. And so 1-1-2 is the score. And as you'd expect in a game of this level, immediately we're seeing good length on the return, not too much pace, which is allowing the returner to move up, and immediately into some dinking, but a few errors creeping in already. Okay, so there's the error, and those of you not familiar with pickleball, obviously the patience and the control and the willingness to play one more ball is often the key to this sport. We get people who are pure pickleballers, we get people who are converts from tennis, squash, badminton, table tennis, and all those skills are relevant. Fastest growing sport in Europe, 4 or 5 million players in the United States, and a very easy skill set to start, but then the skill set building gets greater and greater. Great dink there, good recovery, good defense. So it was a great example of a pickleball rally right there. So good return there, Harrison taking the serve back for their team. A little bit of spin on that, inside out, amply coped with. Great ball down the middle. Just Wesley perhaps not coming across with the forehand to take charge of the middle there. Good power, but a little bit short, and the importance of getting the length on those smashes can't be overstated. When the ball bounces and comes up, it's much easier to return. So, just lacking a little length in their attacks, Wesley and Gareth, and Harrison and Edward able to defend and patiently play their way back in. There's another error. So this is a quite good lead opening up here. Daylight 5-2. That ball's in, a misjudgment there. So a little uncertainty here with Gareth and Wesley. The teams are switching ends so that they, at 6, get a different view, so that it's the same for both teams through the match. So this is a very strong lead now for Harrison and Edward. Oh, a little tickle over the net, just a little bit fortunate. So on to the second server, 6-2-2 the score. A little short on the return. But there's the error from Harrison. So both these teams perhaps not quite as patient as they would like to be. Competition obviously puts a bit of pressure on you, and you sometimes make a mistake. Great dink there by Wesley. Great dink. Oh, and good placement there. So second server, 2-6. Good backhands there, and just consistent pressure paying off there for Harrison. 6-2-1. And I don't know, but I would say that Wesley and Gareth are sort of getting used to each other. They seem to be talking to each other during rallies. A little uncertainty as to who's going to do what. 7-2-1, Harrison still serving here. And there again, the short smash not doing enough damage. And Edward able to defend because he stood well back, and the pace came off the ball because the length of the smash wasn't good enough. Nice top spin attack there from Gareth. And here's a dig. Oh, again, just trying for a little too much, Harrison. 8-2-2. And just the return was a little too high from Wesley. So we haven't seen a lot of really long dinking rallies. Both of these teams unable to find the patience required to really draw their opponent out. So here we are at match ball. 10-2-2. Good length return there by Wesley, but unfortunately a mistake to finish the match. So a great win there for Gareth Adams and Wesley, I beg your pardon, from Harrison Savage and Edward Hares. You saw in that match more consistency from Harrison and Edward, and very good defence. And perhaps, as I mentioned earlier, Wesley and Gareth not quite familiar with each other as a pair yet. And the attacks weren't quite driving the opponents deep enough to keep them under pressure, even when they had smashing opportunities. All right, so we have another match coming up shortly, and that will be in the women's doubles, 4.0 19 plus, and that's with our national champion Thadia Luck and Isabel Pucher. I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name. And against Big Mouth, Thadia Locke and Faye Plummer, I think, against Isabel Pucher and Antonio Giuliano. And I apologise if I'm mispronouncing. And just rereading the last match, I think I may have incorrectly given you the names of the teams. It was Gareth and Harrison versus Wesley and Edwards. I switched those names around, apologies. And so, in point of fact, it was Gareth and Harrison that won that match, Wesley and Edward that lost the match. Apologies for that miscommunication.